Welcome back to Metroid Prime 4. That whistle in the music, very primey. I love it. Mechanoid Scoutbot emits ultrasonic waves from overhead to detect and map the positions of valuables in the area. An electric shock will activate it. So that's gonna show me where all the expansions are, maybe? That's kind of like what they had in Prime 3. Bristlewort, carnivorous plant variant covered in a hard shell. When it senses a threat, it will open its shell, angle itself towards its target, and launch thorns. Good creature design. I mean, good everything design. Coneberry. Male form of a plant that continuously emits pollen. The pollen is uncommonly light, enabling it to float for long durations with very little airflow. Plant man butter. Get a good look at this little fella here. I keep hitting the D-pad for the visors. Hard habit to break. Ooh. Wait a minute. Collectibles can be bait sometimes. Psychic Glove. Enables remote manipulation of psychic motes and psychic objects. Switch to the psychic visor and hold ZL to grasp a target. They can then be manipulated with the analog sticks. With the right analog stick, I mean. This is fun, actually. I really like this. You get to shoot those little balls around. I keep hearing little musical motifs, homages, whatever you want to call it, from previous games. I mean, I could nerd out and be like, oh, that sounds like the intro to Metroid Prime 2. And I will. What have we here? Platforms. And then you can scan it after you activate it. Psychic platform. Formed by compressing psychic energy. Standing on them requires psychic boots. This is similar to the Dark Visor in Prime 2. Alright, get your ball grabbing jokes out of the way now. This is just the left analog stick here. I'm guessing this is mouse stuff. Opened using telekinesis. Oh, nice. Burst energy tank. Don't worry, I'll only be pretending to be saying this for the first time for the next 2.5 hours. Probably less than that, since I'm going a little faster this time. Shren, flying insects that build nests on vertical surfaces such as rock walls. Lives in swarms and will shoot acid spray at organisms that approach the nest. So they're this game's version of war wasps. Ew. I like the purple beam. Galactic Federation distress beacon detected. Uh-oh. Time to meet everybody's favorite character. Samus just needs to shoot him in the head. No, she wouldn't do that. Not my baby girl. It can be destroyed with explosive force missiles. Oh, cool, a save room. That is a familiar sound. I feel safe in this room. I feel safe in this save room. Bubble, 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 bubble. The visors all had their own unique sounds throughout the games. I think people remember the thermal visor was the one that was meow meow wait wait meow 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 wait wait meow meow. This one's got its own unique sound. And it's just generally much easier to see. The other visors were cool, but they had a little bit too much stuff on screen. I think they made the wise choice of having it a little more minimalistic in this one. Come on, open up. Or bobbit worms. Man, good use of the theremin there. Metroid's shown its roots with classic science fiction. Who's this little feller? Crustacean morphology, isopod. Glides atop a slick mucus which they produce. Their diet is primarily glow mold, causing their abdomen and mucus to glow. People like isopods, they're basically just giant pill bugs. Giant undersea pill bugs. We've all seen that picture of them eating like Doritos or whatever it was. Somebody was just like chilling out with isopods in their apartment. Fungi morphology, glow mold, bioluminescent fungi variant containing large quantities of luciferin and luciferase in its cap. This causes the glow of both the fungi and its spores. This is good, like, reading lesson for kids. Kids can learn about biology. It's fantasy biology, but it's still based very much on the real deal. I feel like I'm being led directly into a trap. Aw. He was cute. But that's nature for you. It's a buggy bug world out there. Isn't that what the news reporter said in Starship Troopers? Right before he got impaled by an arachnid. Charge beam. What was that? Oh. Thorns. Be cleared with standard firearms. Something about the scan visor that is a little bit strange to me is how things are green before you scan them. That's a little sadistic. I don't think someone killed him just to eat him. Usually I think in Prime 2, I don't remember what it was in Prime 3, but in Prime 2 things were green after you scanned them, and blue before. And things of particular interest were red. That's a point of no return. No going back now.
Survival. But you're also not sitting next to Phil anymore in that cubicle, so... Win?
Yeah, fuck you, Phil.
Okay. What? What now?
Get a load of this nerd.
Samus? Samus Aran? Hey! Hey, Samus Aran! Oh, stop! Help me out! Oh. Please get me down.
Yeah, keep the mask on, bro.
Here. Try not to die. Oh! I think it... What was that? Okay, that did not sound friendly.
Snarl.
I got it! Oh! No.
Hey, that looked like her gun. That looked like her Zero Suit gun. Jungle Griever. Sorry, for a second I was just listening to that sound effect. That is very Metroid Prime-ish. The music track. Griever variant of this area. It can leap to great heights and climb trees quickly. It has an extremely aggressive disposition and will use its arms and claws to attack its enemies at close range. When at a distance, it will spit poison at threats.
What are these things?
Oh, I keep trying to use missiles. I ain't got no missiles. Actually doing a little better with just the free aim here. Watch that mini map because they tend to come. They sneak up behind you in this fight quite a bit. They're dodgy little buggers too.
Oh, no, there's too many of them.
Some of these fights are like no joke. This game is not baby difficulty like Prime 3 was.
Oh, great job. Now help me down.
I hope you can't hear that leaf blower. I don't know what it is. Do we really need to run the leaf blower like every day?
We're good. Okay.
Every day at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you, Samus. I'm Specialist Miles McKenzie, Engineer Level 4. I have something for you. Hold on, I gotta manually override this. These X7 to stick a little. Come on.
Let me scan that ass. Primarily responsible for golem maintenance at the UTO Research Center. Skilled in operating, repairing, and modifying computers and machinery. So to quote Ellie from Dead Space 2, Ned.
Did you just scan me? What does it say?
Okay, see, he is kind of funny.
Ah! See? No biggie.
I don't dislike this character as much as other people do. I actually do find him kind of funny. He's not like, well, that was a thing. I mean, there's a little bit of that. Just for the normie audience.
Just a little token of my appreciation. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna tag along.
Yeah, right. Come on, you little dweeb.
So, where to? It might be a good idea to check the map and get our bearings.
He had to give me a hint there the first time I played. He was like, maybe try using that thing you just got. That is the part that annoys me the most, and that's not something I can blame just on this game. That's just the way games are. Who started that? Naughty Dog? That, like, demeaning way characters will explain puzzles to you if you linger for more than 30 seconds.
How about we avoid any standing water?
It's like, alright, stupid. We know you're too dumb and your attention span is too low, so here's the solution. It's the Naughty Dog insult your audience business model. And naturally, Capcom copied that for RE4.
What do you think it's doing here? Ah! Everything in this jungle trying to kill us.
He's a good voice actor too. Wait a minute. He just gave me a tip for those things that I didn't figure out.
Missile expansion. Interesting.
And you thought Phi was bad. It's alright, Phi, you don't annoy me. I actually quite like Phi. This bridge paves the way to the Temple of Memory. Those Lemorn who follow the path will come to the altar connecting the past and the present. Hear me, my Lemorn brethren, as you cross this bridge, reflect on the life that you have lived. Reflect on the life you have lived, and consider the words that you would carry into the future. Hear me, my Lemorn brethren, as you cross this bridge, reflect on the experiences you have not yet had, and consider what you wish your future to hold. Just as we were the ones to create our past, so too are we the ones to forge our future. Excerpt from the 4th Slate.
Hey, does that say anything about this place? They really don't want anyone in here. Must be a sacred space. What?
Not anymore.
How would you do that?
I just moved that with my freaking mind.
I've never seen anything like this. It's beautiful. I'm just gonna stay out of your way. You let me know when it's clear.
Full charge shot. Hey, hands off my beta male. Only Samus can push him around. Every strong, independent woman needs a beta male to bully.
Might be able to knock him right off the bridge.
And really, they're like two peas in a pod. They're two sides of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other.
Last stretch. I'm going for it.
He actually shot him. Got me a twofer.
That one flying.
Oh, his icon's a wrench. I thought, wait, do I have to fix him? No.
I'm good. I'm okay. What is this place?
You know he's not going to be with us the entire time. They're smart enough to know that he's going to annoy some people. I mean, I played far enough to know that he wasn't. He becomes a radio buddy relatively quickly. And it's basically the way they handled Fi in the Skyward Sword remake. It's up to you, for the most part, to contact him when you want.
I have no idea what we're doing. Feels like it's working. Well, I'll be. It did work.
This thing will also be polarizing for some people. Control beam acquired. Psychic charge beam shots launched while using the psychic visor can now be controlled. Switch to the psychic visor, press and hold fire to charge, then release to launch a maneuverable control beam shot. Use the right analog stick to steer. I'm sure that's the mouse in the other version. You might be thinking, how the heck am I going to use this in a fight? But it kind of freezes the game's action. You can see those birds, plants, bugs, whatever they are, stopped, or they slowed down. I think it completely freezes enemies when you use it. It gives a puzzle element to combat. Sacred fountain made from Umozonite. The water is sourced from underground ruins, which allows its temperature to remain consistent throughout the year. Kind of makes me think of the green stuff, zonite. Wait a minute. Umozonite. Zonite. Is that like Nintendo's thing right now?
No way. A Mark 99 mech?
No way.
Anywhere. Mark 99 mech, this is Samus Aran. Bounty hunter, you know her. She's famous. You look very familiar. Betsy? What are you doing here? I worked on her back at base. I'll take a few scans. Maybe we can come back here and get her.
What was his name? Mackenzie? I'll take Mackenzie over Anthony.
We can find the missing pieces. I bet we can get her up and running again.
Several critical components missing or damaged. Non-operational.
Configuration of a suit. Oh, fascinating.
I think he just got a little chubsy wubsy from seeing her going to the morph ball.
Look at this place.
Yep. There it is. Sure is a place.
Planet's tech is a marvel. But decoding the language will take weeks without a translation key. I'm just gonna push buttons and see what happens. See? The button pushing strategy always pays off. But I do not know what to do next. So, Samus, you give it a try? Wait, you can interface with their tech, which means you can understand it, which means you've received translation data, which opens up a world of possibilities.
Is he playing with holograms that we can't see?
We can use this tech to our advantage. I just need remote access to your logs.
Got some fresh logs for you.
Oh, this data
Hello,
sheet.
human resources?
You think it'll work? Wow, that is fascinating.
Oh, she touched me.
We'll put this here. Let's see. This should do the trick. All right, look at that! We got power! Well, one door is still locked. The other one is malfunctioning. Hey, but it's progress. Okay, all this is gonna take a while to figure out, so I'm gonna stay here if you wanna scout ahead. It's about to get real nerdy in here.
Oh god. Time for some heckin' science. There's a difference between English voice acting in productions made in America and probably Europe too than there is from English voice acting when Japanese companies are involved. Even when they speak English, they seem to have like rules for not being obnoxious motherfuckers like our voice actors usually are. They usually end up being more talented these days. I mean, basically, I think we're reaching a point where like other countries that don't even have English as their first language can produce better English speaking stuff than we can. For the most part. Unless you're talking about indie stuff. Ooh, what was that? Resident Evil is a good example of that. Like the way Ashley talks to Leon in that. The way she's like, when you do the shooting gallery, she's like, wow, good job, Leon. It's like, whoa, is this character being nice? And like not demeaning? That's the difference. She would, if it was made in America, she would be demeaning to Leon. Chosen one! Latte?
Celine Sadipalek Galan Shay. Chitsana Shagatun Adipalek Great Galan Shay. Galan Shay Kigatha Shadi Haram is Galan Getting Japan. Siatin Virus.
The time crystals.
Sihalashist. H Sakalade Ashadi Haram.
Can we get some Kung Pao memes going on? That's my contribution to the meme fuel so far. You have 0 green energy crystals. It's like when you check your bank balance and they have that sad voice. Your balance is $0. Not gonna lie, I got stuck on this part too, very briefly. So it looks like we can do 3 of those because it loses a ball every time. Still don't quite understand this room. Dude, oh come on, look at, there's even like a little, you know, up on top. Jeez. Don't play this game during November. Uh-oh. Flagra? This design of the various suit is, like, probably one of my favorites so far. Carvex, a giant carnivorous plant possessing consciousness, intelligence, and considerable physical strength. It is unable to communicate due to a fusion with a Metroid. Destroying all tentacle-like vines will cause its protective leaves to briefly drop, exposing a body enveloped in only a thin mucous membrane. Note that the tentacles quickly regenerate. The only way to delay their regeneration is to destroy them all at virtually the same time. Let's read more. While it once coexisted and communicated with Lamorne priests using telepathic waves, one of the effects of Metroid fusion is a disruption in its thought pattern, preventing it from communicating. It now sees everyone as enemies and will attack indiscriminately. It primarily attacks using its tentacles. The tentacles can be destroyed, but individual tentacles will grow back quickly through rapid cell proliferation and cell transfer from any remaining tentacles. If all of its tentacles are destroyed simultaneously, the regeneration process requires its body to generate considerable heat, forcing it to open its protective calyx to cool down. That's a word I've never heard before. This will expose a thin mucous membrane that is vulnerable to damage. I mean, you can learn, like, words and shit from the Prime series. Ew. These, like, parasite Metroids are gross. I hear some musical homage to Flagra in this song. I think those are their own scan. Ooh. Can I get that? No. Oh yeah, scan these little fuckers. This is like surprisingly hard to dodge. That's a pretty fast attack. Ah, damn it. They do still move a little bit. Whoops. Boy, she really screams when she gets hurt in this one. I remember she was relatively loud in Prime 3. Especially when you fell into magma. Like, I can see that, the flying the thing around being a turnoff for some people. Or psychic beam, whatever the hell you call it. I think it's alright, it kind of slows the pace down a little bit. Pretty flowers. This boss fight was like a combination of Flagra and the flower from Wind Waker. Whatever that thing was called. Was that the low health warning? Man, I almost got my ass kicked on that one. Bombs can be given psychic mote properties by pressing and holding the button. Remember that. They give you a very detailed explanation for it if you don't figure it out, which I didn't. Oh no, that's the missile warning. Brain blast acquired. That was cool, the way she reached out for it. Master Teleporter Key acquired. One of the keys required to activate the Master Teleporter in Chrono Tower. A total of 5 keys must be collected. I think I may have already had the face reveal spoiled for me.
Booyah! Long-range comms are back online. Oh, did you achieve your objective? There's something I want to talk about. Meet me at base camp?
I don't recall establishing a base camp with you. This is what you do with these things. You now have those like whenever now. Zonite. Green energy crystals. I'm not sure what these are yet, but I'm going to assume there's some form of currency. Also, you get the jump ball by default, the spring ball when you get that, when you get the morph balls. I like these little guys. These might be one of my favorite new creatures so far. Red relic ant primarily eats leaves from broadleaf trees, using its rear pincers to carry them. Forms a line with nest mates when traveling. Acute senses help it locate its nest across great distances. Cute little buggers. We have this now. In the distant past, a mass of burning rock fell from the sky to the jungles of Vuros. Once this rock, which was itself poisonous, had cooled and hardened, a small carnivorous plant took in the poison it carried. The plant did not succumb to the poison. It thrived, growing to rule over the jungle. In time, the priest Thesarch became the first the plant could convey its thoughts to and named it Carvex. Later, at their urging, Carvex eventually relocated to the garden within the Lemorn Temple of Memory. There it ruled as it did in the jungles, and it came to preside over Lemorn funerals. That's kind of cool. I think that's a little bit reminiscent of the Luminoth language. Their little holographic projectors. Deposit JO crystals. Oh. Something here.
Man, they did not design these for humans. Oh! Whoa! You are sneaky quiet, you know that? Hey, I'm glad you're back. That data you gave me earlier is really coming in handy. I've been able to translate the Lemorn language. This planet, Viros, doesn't appear on any of the known star charts. Might as well be a ghost. I tried sending out a distress signal, but there is no activity in this sector. It is eerily quiet. We could be anywhere. Or we could be nowhere. According to these maps, we shouldn't even be here. From what I gather, the only way off this planet is to retrieve 5 teleporter keys. Now, I'll do some digging to see if there's any way I can support you. Now that our comms are working, we should be able to share data. I can provide you with intel from here. What do you say? Teammates? Excellent. Hey, stay safe out there, Samus. I'll be here if you need me.
She likes him. Samus approves of Mackenzie. Alright, I'm going to stop the part here, but I'll be back soon with more Metroid Prime 4.